Welcome to Edge Specialist Advice Network. We're back doing our part series in relation to hybrid retirement overseas and Australia. So I'm not sure what we're going to call that, but realistically, I'm looking at it as a hedge to try and reach our lifestyle goals with a reduction in costs of how much that lifestyle costs to live. Look, the first thing that I think people should do if they want to be open-minded to this is pick a location. Now, I would always pick a location that you have. It has to cost less. It has to cost less than it does to cost here. So, and especially on the things that are your number one goals that you want to do. If you want to live near the beach, that's fine. If you want to go on, you want to go fishing all the time, that's fine. If you want to go scuba diving, if you want to have massages, do yoga, eat well, eat healthy, just be able to have a lower cost of entertainment. Then the country and the area that you choose needs to have a lower cost of those goods than in Australia. Okay, and that's not hard actually. We're a very, very expensive country. So for me, I've been doing for those of you who know me quite well, I've been doing some research over the last couple of years, but specifically in 2022, I did a big research trip for investment properties in different countries overseas. I would like to diversify my own portfolio a little bit. But also I've been pricing up the cost of real lifestyle and trying to understand how my clients could do this in a hybrid style version. So the areas that I've picked, and it's pretty simple, it would come as no surprise, okay? Southeast Asia, Central or South America, and actually Eastern Europe. Now, I can't go and do all this research myself straight away, but we've put some good in to all three of those areas. Eastern Europe, okay, that's going to be a little bit problemsome at the moment because there's conflict there. There's a whole lot of displaced human beings. So at the moment, whilst that probably means things are very cheap over there, probably not exactly the lifestyle this retirement ease of lifestyle that we're chasing is. In Southeast Asia, myself, I specifically look at Thailand, and there's a few reasons for that. I guess I like the idea that Thai people are generally Buddhist. In theory, that means they're kind of peaceful. There's some other Southeast Asian countries that are more Islamic, so there's probably some different ideas around alcohol and different sort of religious things. They're, in theory, a democratic country, although they haven't really had a democratic election for 10 years. The army's been running Thailand, but Thailand seems to run well when the army runs it. So I heard from my Thai friends that they don't mind the army being in there because in theory, there's only one channel of corruption instead of all these different channels of corruption when the politicians are in, right? Vietnam and Laos are still slightly a bit communist. It's a bit harder to stay there longer term in retirement. Really, it would be probably Thailand or Cambodia would be the two picks. They all have good retirement visas as you can stay there quite a while. Like you can stay there 12 months easily if you're over 50, or you need some cash in the bank and to hit a few parameters. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a hybrid version where you still live in Australia, between 6 months and 9 months a year, and then you're over there, supplementing your lifestyle, or at least having a block of time where your lifestyle is a lot cheaper. And out of those two, my thoughts would probably be Thailand because Thailand has a more advanced medical system. So your medical insurance and medical system, go together over there. The medical system's top notch. If you want surgeries and things done, most of the doctors have studied in the UK or US. They've just come back home, really clean, over-serviced. Nothing's free, but on insurance, it's easy to get stuff done, right? So my pick would be Thailand. As I speak today, with Australian dollars buying about between 23 and 24 baht. So not what it used to be back in the day. We were getting 30 baht or 33 baht back in 2011. Those were amazing times. But it still gives you a good base plate for living. You could easily live for rent, $150, $200 a week near the beach. If you went out for a meal, it'd probably cost you $4 or $5. That's including a couple of beers. Massage is really about $10 an hour. There's lots of things, and it has a big expat community, so that you could see your way around. And there's lots of different spots in Thailand. You could go up in the mountains in Chiang Mai, up in sort of the northern region, Isan, sort of more farming region. You could go down, people know Phuket and all the islands down there, Krabi. I like Koh Samui in the Gulf of Thailand, is one of the islands. Hua Hin seems to be, Hua Hin reminds me of Australia's Noosa. So it's the Noosa to the Thai nationals, I think. And Bangkok or Pattaya, or even over to Koh Chang, which is the island over near Cambodia. So there's a lot of different areas, a lot of different feels you're going to get, up in the mountains, big bustling city, beachside island, beachside golf, whatever you want, right? This is what you should go to do. For me, that country is the number one for me in the Southeast Asia region. It's also come up as one of the in the Asian regions. It's been noted as one of the retirement indexes for 2023 as potentially the all-round cheapest / best facilities to retire for a Westerner in Southeast Asia. Now, on the other side of things, when we go over to Central America, South America, a lot of you guys would know that I've been investigating Mexico. One of the reasons there is the assimilation is fairly easy because it's such a Western / US influence. However, going as an Australian, you probably get a better tip of the hat than being a US, believe it or not. They've got a love-hate relationship with the US. But just having a look around there and understanding those sort of things. Now, Mexico is probably a bit more expensive than Asia, but it's a different feel. And there's a lot to do there. If you wanted to springboard when you're with your hybrid retirement over to islands like Jamaica or Cuba, or to like Florida or Texas, those sort of places, LA, or even down to Colombia where it's actually really cheap to live. This is probably a good base as well, and so maybe that is where you're going to do your hybrid version. So I'm investigating both those areas for our clients. I really want to get this sorted, but I want to open people's minds to this. I wanted to make sure that people understand that there is options if you choose to go over and stay 3 months at a hit. It's pretty easy in both of those countries to do 3 month sessions, especially if you're over 50 with a retirement visa. And then come back to Australia. So, look, I'm sure everyone's here. You've got a lot of questions. Scott, it sounds like I'm doubling up on expenses though with housing and things. And we've got some solutions. I'll explain what I did to actually be able to do this investigative tour in the next video. So, anyway, guys, trying to open some minds. These are the two areas that I've identified that might suit Australians in relation to a hybrid solution, but it could be anywhere. Look, guys, it could be Bali, and I can see a lot of Australians do a hybrid retirement in Bali. Could be Malaysia, Penang. It could be part of Vietnam, but the visas are hard to extend out. Turkey is interesting. I mean, the world's your oyster, but at the moment, for me, I've identified these, and I want to actually make sure I can give some good information to clients who are interested. So anyway, guys, we'll bring the next video soon, and we'll talk about how to sort out some of those costs. Remember, life is a family sport. Give yours an edge. See ya.